Welcome, everyone. The ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this. The battle for the national championship and college football immortality. A moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barron. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll hand it off. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Snags a quick throw. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him the third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And here's the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Play action fake, looking to throw. Catch made by the tight end. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
7th play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. coverage team. Brings down the returner. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to pass. It's Wilson. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring up third down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on second down. And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. Play action here on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
That completion makes it second and medium.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. We'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Barron. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Makes a quick catch. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down. First down here for this offense. They'll give it to the running back. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run phase, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Irish. And now to try here for the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Penn State offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
And completion makes it second and short. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Fights through the tackle. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
He's going to take off here. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself. In the Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Dropping back, it's Wilson. Catch made on the left side. He stopped, but he gets a first down. This is the 6th play on the drive. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. You'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. It'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Singleton. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And the extra point goes up and good. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot right here. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. scanning the field. It's Wilson. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
On third and short, to hand the ball off. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Important second down play coming up. They're going to run it. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. And we'll see if they can convert.
It's an option look. He'll pitch it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And the game is now tied. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. He hands it off from the gun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. And the Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry out. Makes a quick grab. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. That's a design quarterback keeper. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Wilson. He makes the grab. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
The slot receiver can go inside or to the outside. This time he sets the defender up and then works across the middle for the completion.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook could really open up on 2nd and inches.
Short connection to the tight end here. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
First down, Penn State. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Short in the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Caught quickly. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. It's caught downfield. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44. A new set of downs after that completion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Getting set. Here's second down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, told us about the receivers, and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looks like he's going to run it. Finding some room at the 25. The senior calls his own number and picks up the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Wilson. Defense is coming after him. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
No problem, PAT right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Barron. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down here, time for one more play before the clock stops with the 2-minute warning. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks left and finds his target there. Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. First down and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. A quick throw out left, complete. And smart choice of step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Try to catch the defense with the draw. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
The sure hands, it's Barron. He steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
They'll run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Notre Dame. They go in front in the final minute of play. Championship game, and there is nobody you can cover this guy. What a monster performance by this receiver.
Chris, one of the biggest stage in college football, and this guy's treating it like he's playing a video game. My gosh, he's got this defense in la-la land out there.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And it's a kneel down. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. For the last team standing.